Hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you. Welcome back. I hope you're liking the sessions. I hope you're finding it useful. And I earnestly hope that you have already started using it. Okay. So today we will continue our studies and not studies, or I would say our experiments with Python, with programming. Okay. So, which is one of the most, what would I say, interesting activities that you can do, programming. See, I will give you an example. Today for my office, I was programming something, and the whole day, I actually don't have to program. I have other people working on it, but today I decided to work on something app myself, and whole day I haven't done my regular work. I just took up that program, and that was so interesting. How time passed, I didn't know. Okay, so today what we will do is we will have a quick glance at list comprehension. Yesterday when I was closing of the class, some of you were saying that you are having issues in understanding list comprehension, so we have a revisit of it. Then we will check out tuples and dictionary data types, close of the major data types. There are a few statements pending in loop control statements, which is namely the continue, break, and pass keywords. Once that is done, we will try to start with the functions today. Okay. And I have one more announcement to make of you all. That is this Friday, which is 14th, the next Monday and the next Tuesday, I am absent. Okay. So I'm unavailable on these 3 days due to some official work. But that actually is an opportunity for you, because I'm going to share with you before I go. I'm going to share with the LMS team a few programs which you can start working on. Hopefully by Thursday, you will have enough ammunition to start writing full-fledged programs. Okay. So this will be a very good opportunity for you to actually explore programming. Okay. So again, I repeat, Leela, Leela, if they have some doubts, you can, yes, some of them were asking a lot of things regarding they have questions again on the Telegram link. I can see many of them are having the questions. So Leela, please go ahead. I am leaving the session up to you. Hi Krish, hi everybody, hi Vishal, hi Sangeeta, good evening, Pratyusha, hello Sheikh, आप सबको नमस्ते, धन्यवाद, अभिवादन.
Yeah, hello everyone, very good evening. I'm Leela from ExcelR team here. Am I audible, team?
Yes, Leela, you are audible.
Yes. So can you please let me know the questions you have so that I'll be clarifying them off?
Some of you were asking me questions yesterday about where you can get this PDF. Some of you were asking about the Telegram link. Please ask Leela ma'am all the questions once and for all. Please get all the details noted down. Okay. I don't want you to miss out on anything. Thanks.
Yes, thank you, Dipta. Yeah, team, regarding the PDFs and all, it is already available in your LMS. Once you visit your LMS under curriculum tab, you can actually find the materials tab. So there we uploaded all the Python folders which our mentor Diptarko is covering in these sessions. Okay, you can refer them. And coming to the Telegram group link, yes, we will be sharing you in the chat window. If required, you can join over there. Okay, and then maybe you have a question regarding the certificate of this program, right? So post this session, post the program completing. We will be giving you the participation certificate, those who have acquired 60% of the attendance to this program. So how we will be calculating your attendance in the sense, every day by the end of the session, maybe at 8:30, we will be sharing the feedback link in the Zoom chat window as well as in the YouTube chat, right? So you have to give your response over there. By considering your responses, we believe that you joined the session, and we will calculate your attendance for all the days of the session. So after the session, after the program is completed, we will calculate that attendance, and we will give you the course completion, sorry, participation certificate to you within 7 business working days. Clear? Telegram link has been posted in the chat. If anybody wants to join, you can join over there. It has been posted in the Zoom chat window. When is the last day of the course? Sachin, due to few festival holidays in between, like Diwali and all, so the program may get delayed 1 or 2 days. Okay, so probably it will end. Just give me a second. I'll let you know the tentative day. Yeah, probably it will be closed by 26th October, tentatively. Okay. So regarding the previous program certificates, esteem, we already started sending them. So maybe within 3 to 4 working days, within next 3 to 4 days, you will be receiving the certificate. If not, kindly drop an email to edl@excelr.com. Our team will look into it and send you the certificate. Okay. Is that materials will be always, yes, yes, Asmat, all the materials will be available in your LMS for the lifetime. You can refer them whenever you visit LMS, and recordings of the sessions as well. Okay. Samruti, you cannot do the first 3 days attendance. Whenever you join the session, as we give you and intimate you in the chat, then only you have to submit your response. Okay, so it will not be given to you later days. On the particular day only, we will be sharing you the link. You need not to count it. We will be counting based upon you, the responses we receive from you on daily basis. Yes. Okay, so I hope I cleared all of your doubts, most probably in the chat. Okay, if you have any questions, please kindly reach out to Tirunath or Amar in the chat. They will be addressing all your queries. So yes, Tejasvi, you can add. Okay. So if you have any further questions, please drop us an email. We will be letting you know. Okay. Yes, if you don't give your response using the feedback link, we will not be considering you as joined the session. Okay, it is because we have a huge number of students attending the program. It is hard to us to calculate and to get the attendance, right? So that's why we're asking you to give your response using the feedback link. Okay, so yeah, so thank you, team. I'll be handing the session to mentor Tarko, so he'll be taking care of it. And then in case of any further questions, please redirect to all your queries to edl@excelr.com. We will respond you over there. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you, Leela. Okay, so let us start off the sessions now. Last day, some of you had a debate going on about list comprehension. Tell me, I had requested you to go through list comprehension, what I've taught you, and also to research it a bit on your own. Now tell me, have you done it? Are you able to understand list comprehension? Do you have any questions from list comprehension even now? Did you get my question? List comprehension. Are you able to work on list comprehension? Are you comfortable with list comprehension? Okay. Okay, good. So suppose I'm giving you a program then. Okay, very good. I'm very happy that yes, Sheikh, absolutely. But see the ITR, no, Sheikh, see the logic behind it. Okay, Sheikh has a good question. He's asking, instead of taking ITR, can we take any variable as temporary variable? Absolutely, you can take. You can take even the variable name as Sheikh and do it. But you see what, you see, whenever I write ITR, do you get a sense of something like iterator, the name? So it rings a bell, no? That, okay, this thing will iterate through a loop. So that is why we give the name like that. Okay. Okay, come on. Let's do a, yeah then. Let me give you one program. Here's a list of fish names, okay? I'm sharing the program in Zoom. I'm writing it down here. Consider a list of fishes as follows. Okay. Now, write a program that creates a new list of all fish, creates a new list of all fish except octopus. Okay, you are to use list comprehension. You have to use list comprehension to be used. Okay, I'm also sharing this in the chat window. So basically you have to create a list with the elements as blowfish, clownfish, catfish, octopus. After that, you have to create a new list using list comprehension, which is all the fish names except octopus. No, don't do that. I have said list comprehension, Sheikh. Okay. Please follow the question properly. I have not told you to tamper with the original list. I've told you to create a new list. So you have 5 minutes. Does everybody get the question? Anybody needs me to repeat the question? Pavan, what? Yes. Should I repeat the question, Pavan? Okay. Okay, okay, Khan, Honey. Okay. Yes, I will repeat the question. See, there's a list as follows. Okay, it's like this. I didn't want to do this, but okay, chalo. There's like this. There's a list. Now, using list comprehension, which we had discussed extensively yesterday, you need to create a new list which has all elements except octopus. I don't want you to remove and all that, etc. No ghodagiri on those. Okay, no pop, no remove, no delete, nothing. Plain and simple list comprehension. Abu Bakr, you will have to use if-else condition, my dear. Rajesh, I have asked you to use list comprehension. Umay, did you get it? Did you get the question now? Kedadeshwari, just now I said no pop, no remove, no delete, only list comprehension. Again, I'm telling you, please, no pop, no remove, no delete, no insert, no update, nothing. Only list comprehension. Varaprasad, I don't know what you have printed, just check properly. Good, Madhava, very good. Okay, good, Harsha, very good. One more minute, and then I will show you. But try use this 1 minute. Okay, here's the problem. Let me show you now. Okay, so this is my list, correct? Now, what do I have to do? I have to create a new list which will have all the elements except octopus. Okay, so what will I do? List new. This is equals to what? So first is expression, right? What is the expression? What is it that we have to append to the new list? What is it that we will append? We will append the iterator. How? When I iterate through the loop, existing loop, and then if clause, if the iterator value currently is not equal to octopus. Okay, see, it's that easy. Now suppose, what if I replace this octopus as octopus? What do? Will I go on again and again changing this? Okay, then I need to change here. Instead of that, what I will do, since the iterator value, iterator takes up one element at a time, right? From the list we have seen yesterday. And those elements are what? They're all strings. So the iterator individually, iterator is actually a string value. So we will say iterator dot upper. So upper is the string method which converts everything to an upper value, not equal to octopus. So we are making it proof. We are making it means case proof. It's no longer case sensitive. I can make it octopus. I can also make it like this. O C T P U capital, anything, any format I can put it. Now, whatever be the format of octopus, whether it's mixed character, whether it's italicized, every case it will work. No, Vamsi, I had said don't use like that. List of 0 to 3, I had said not to use like that. No slicing, no indexing, nothing. Good. Yes, Deepti, this is correct. Okay. Okay. Good. So you people are getting the gist of the thing, which is excellent. Right? So list comprehension is done. Okay. So you can quickly, please, in case you have not done this, in case you were struggling, just take a minute more and finish off this program. Good, Vishal? Yes. Okay, explain again. See, Meenakshi, it's like this. So if I break down this statement, what happens? See, it means if I go through, suppose, list new, this is equal to blank. Okay, so what I am saying for, if I have to iterate through the list, then what happens? I will get each element one at a time that is there in the current list. I will say only if this element that is there, let's say a dot upper because it's a string, is not equal to, remember that comparison operator, not equal to octopus, only then what you do, you append the element that you have got now to the new list. That is what we are doing, right? That is what we have to do. In list comprehension, we do the same thing, my dear. Okay, only thing here is that you see it's just like a one-line statement, but internally what happens? First of all, this for loop is being executed even in this list comprehension. Then this if condition is being checked out. After that, this iterator that is there is being appended to the new list. It's the same thing. There's no difference. Yes, Vakar. Okay. That's correct. What you have said, that's correct. Yeah, we are the same thing we are doing in one line as a list comprehension. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, Saket, no problem. Welcome back. Right. Now, guys, you need to go through this on your own, practice a few more questions. Okay. Practice few questions. Anyway, you will get assignments from our team, LMS team. Also, I've shown you these websites. You can go to any of these websites, Programmers or anywhere, and practice list comprehensions. Okay. Right. The next data type that is commonly there is known as tuple. So tuple is also a mixed data type, a sequential data type. It's similar to a list. Only thing is that tuples are immutable. Unlike lists, tuples are immutable. Tuple of numbers, suppose. Okay. So a tuple begins with a curved bracket and ends with a curved bracket. This is a tuple. So if I do this, it's a class of tuple. So now I'm tempted to ask you, why do you think there's another data type which is very similar to tuple, to list, which is so what's the why would I even have another data type which just functions like a list? Only thing is that I can't change it. What do you think? What can be the reason of having another data type like this? Can you make a smart guess? Such a numeric data can also be handled by list. Saket, I will take that answer to keep values fixed, but why? Why would you like to fix the value? Okay, Kedareshwari has a good answer. Tuple occupies less memory. Okay, Madina, also tuples are more memory efficient than the lists. Data stored in list, but yeah, Abhita, why do we have a data type which can't be manipulated? Okay, Harshita, less memory. Yes. Now, why do you think this has less memory compared to lists? Those of you are telling me it has less memory. Why do you think it takes less memory? It is immutable. So what? So what? So what if it is immutable? Why would it take less memory? Why would a mutable data type take more memory? Tuple is stored in no single block of memory, and all those we can't comment, Madina. That's very intrinsic to Python. It can decide how it wants to store. Okay. See, I will tell you what happens with tuple. Now, when lists are created, no, because lists are mutable, Python understands that it will be a good idea to actually store some extra memory for that particular lists operation. Okay, so this is a smart guess that Python does and stores that, keeps some extra memory chunks aside. Now, if there are 5-6 elements, that doesn't make a difference. But suppose there are lakhs and lakhs of elements, then this is going to cost a lot of memory overhead. Okay. Secondly, since lists are mutable, if somebody can access a list, they can be also modified. There might be data corruption. So that can also be another and the reason why tuples are preferred when it's only a view only memory, nothing to edit, nothing to update, nothing to delete, etc., etc. Okay, so tuples, that is why, so they're like lists, but since they're immutable, tuples don't have the functions like append, insert, extend to it. So tuple has only mainly two-way pop. It doesn't have here. Tuples have only two functions majorly. That is count. This we have seen. Okay, count the number of occurrences of a particular object and index. Suppose 10. Okay, so that's index 0. Also, you can find if there are 3 numbers in a tuple, you can do that max, min. You can convert a tuple to a list and vice versa. So list tuple, you can typecast list okay. Yeah, Pikshit, items can't be changed in tuple. Good. The next data type is called as dictionary. Now, I will show you a photo. Okay, I haven't opened the. Now here's a gym locker. Those of you who go to gym and work out, you will have probably seen this. It's a gym locker. You can, when you go to the gym and register your name, they give you a key, okay, where for a vault. So you use that key to open the vault and store your goods there, your personal items. And then you lock it, you go, you do your gym and all. Once you're done, you return the key, you take out the items, you return the key and give it back to the gym person, right? So you see, using a key, you open a vault and you get the items that are there in it. A dictionary is a hashed key value pair data type. Now, what do I mean by that? Just a second. Guide. Okay. Dictionary keyword. Oh, so sorry. Name is not defined. What's happening? Okay, I will take a typical one that I have. Okay, I think I have not placed. Oh, yes, I have not placed the quotes. Name, age, guide name. Okay. Now, what type of object I have created? It's a dictionary type object. So what is there in this dictionary object? Let us look at it. You can understand this probably is the details of some student, maybe who is doing PhD. The name of the student is there, what's the age of the student, and who is the guide of this particular student. So you see, you are actually storing some data with some properties. Like a student has a name. So what is the name? A student has a property of age. What is the age? The student has a guide, property guide. What's that guide's name? Okay, so you see the first thing that is there. So these are, you see, colons. To the left of the colon is a key. To the right of the colon is the value of that particular key. Okay, then there are multiple key value pairs over here. And the dictionary, as you can see, starts with a curly bracket and ends with a curly bracket. Okay, dictionaries are immutable. So how do you access values inside a dictionary? You give the dictionary, you put a square bracket, and you have to give the key. So if I do this, I will get, say, Deepthi. If I give age, okay, and if I give guide name, So what, quickly to recapitulate, a dictionary is a hashed key value pair. You access the values of the dictionary by accessing the key, just like you open the vault of your gym locker using the key. Dictionaries are mutable. To show you an example, if I take D name equals to, say, I change from Deepti to Deepti Prakash. Abu Bakr 20. Okay. So now quickly, you create a dictionary. What dictionary will you create? I assume you all, most of you are students. So you create a dictionary of which details your name, your roll numbers, and your and what the number of students in your class. Okay, so three keys: your name, your roll number, and number of students in class. So a key value pair having your name, your roll number, and your number of students that you have in class. हाँ, बिल्कुल हो सकती है. वो भी एक तरीका है, वो मैं आपको बताता हूँ. इसको बोलते हैं सब डिक्शनरी या लिस्ट करते हैं, दिखाते हैं आपके इसके बाद. अपेक्षित, कैन वी क्रिएट टेबल आल्सो? टेबल यहाँ पे इट डजंट मेक सेंस ना. अपेक्षित, आप टेबल क्यों बनाओगे? Abu Bakr, what is meant by mutable? Whatever data type you can actually modify, as we did in lists. We inserted some new data, we deleted it, we updated it. That same thing when you can do, it's known as mutability. Okay. Okay, good. Most of you have done it properly. Very good. So you have got a grasp of dictionary. Now we will see how we can actually modify dictionaries a bit more. We will see now, like lists. Okay, so Abu, I think who asked me? Wakar asked me that can we put multiple values for a key? So let's look at this scenario now. Suppose of this whatever I had done, this dictionary, I'm going to put a new value. I'm going to see update the dictionary with a new value, new key, which is topic of PhD, topic underscore PhD. So suppose this student is doing PhD, let's say for example, in two multiple topics. Let us say one is solid state drives, and suppose he is doing in suppose what to say, Suggest me a subject here from your colleges. Been a while since I finished my engineering. Communication. Okay, Azmat says communication. Robotics. Okay, semiconductor physics. Chalo, good. India is now making giant strides in semiconductor physics. Good. Semiconductor fabrication. So we will put it. Now you see, I have created a new key. Now, how does my dictionary look? See, name is Deepti Prakash, age is 20, guide name is Hanif, topic of PhD. You see now, this is a key which has its value a dictionary. Sorry, a list. I actually could have made a value also as a dictionary. Okay, see now. Now I have put in multiple values against one key. Now suppose I want to get a name. I want to put the students last 2 semesters marks. Okay, in college, last 2 semesters marks in college. Okay, so let us do this. I'm going to create a new key now. Last sem marks. I'm going to say, suppose sem 3. The student have obtained, suppose you guys have no CGPAs and all, no? Let's say 9.5, and let's say sem 4, the student had got a CGPA of suppose 8, or let's say 9. Fair enough, right? Now you see the last key that was introduced. This is a key to a dictionary. Now, if I want to access this dictionary, all that I have to do is say D last sem marks. Now, if I want to access the semester 3 marks, then I will do this way. So you see, it's a nested dictionary, a dictionary within a dictionary. Okay, yeah, somebody had said it's Json like, exactly, my friend. Who said that? Harsh said, okay, yes, Harsh. In fact, you can convert a JSON object to a dictionary and vice versa. Now, suppose I want to, what do I want to do? I want to remove the, suppose I want to remove the topic underscore PhD. I said these are dictionaries are mutable. So again, there are few functions associated with the dictionary, which are there for pop. Okay, for removing, inserting, etc. Sorry, inserting you have to do like this way, which I showed, but pop is available here. So what do I have to do? I have to give the key name over here, not the index position. So I will give topic PhD. I want to pop it out. So you see, it is gone, cleared. You can also use this one, del. The old method del can also be used. Yes, Wakar, very good. List, it's like list within list, correct. Rajesh, tell me again. Okay. Rajesh, I will tell you again. I will absolutely tell you again. But first, what I want you to do is try this. You have created a list now, a dictionary now. What you do, you add a new key to this dictionary, which contains details. So what you have done, you said your name, your what did you do? You gave your name, you gave your number of students, and I think you had given your roll number. Okay, now what you do, you add another element, key to your dictionary, which gives the user your last 2 semesters marks. Okay, so a dictionary, as I've shown here, you just add another key to the existing dictionary, which gives you last 2 semester marks. Okay, or another one, what you can do, you can also give the, you can add a key to your dictionary which gives you primary subjects in the current semester. Like, say, suppose you are studying engineering, so you might have you might have power engineering, you might have digital communication. So you create yeah, like that, a dictionary key like that. Two or more keys. Mohammed Safwan, you have to add one key at a time, my dear. Okay. See, is the use case clear to you? You're just adding few more extra details to understand why a dictionary is so powerful and so preferred. Yeah. Okay, Sanskar, no problem. I will show you again. Don't worry. Yeah, Abhita, information is secured. Correct. Mm. Azmat, so why don't you put one more value in that sem 5? After sem 5, you put one more key, sem 6. What is the answer? What is the value? That also you can put. Okay, put in one more key and value pair in that dictionary, nested dictionary. Okay, 20PQ5A0217. I will show you how to print keys, how to loop through a dictionary. I'm going to show you now. Okay, very good, Madina. Excellent. Okay, I will clear this for you. I will. I've cleared off the list. Now, cleared off the dictionary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a dictionary within a dictionary. The reason being is, see, we seldom, most of the times, think of it in this way. In our life, we get data which actually comes with a key value pair. Suppose when I ask you, what is your Aadhaar card number? So the way you present me the data is my Aadhaar card number, so and so. Then more personal information, if you have to give, you will give me PAN card number, colon, so and so. We do it in our day-to-day lives also, right? Or then suppose your voter ID, so and so. Okay, your net average marks in engineering, you give so and so. So we always use this key value pair. You think of it. Anytime I have to actually write down, if I tell you, please write down for me your Aadhaar card number, PAN card number, which semester you are in, and what is your average marks till now. You will always write Aadhaar card number, colon, so and so, PAN card number, colon, so and so. So ye number, semester, so and so, colon, right? Every time you will do that. Now, what I am saying, there might be situations in which you might have to give me multiple data. So instead of giving me, say, Aadhaar card number, colon, so and so, suppose I tell you to give me your telephone numbers. Okay, telephone numbers. So won't you say like this? Suppose, won't you say tell mobile 1? Suppose mobile home. You will write like this. You will have a tendency to write like this. Say 999, whatever. Mobile office. You are telling me that this is my number for home, this is my number for office or college. Mobile college, since most of you are at college. Mobile college, so and so, 88888. Won't you do that? So now if I have to create a dictionary which has your personal numbers. Now suppose this D which stores your personal details. So when you store your telephone numbers to it, you will put like this. Correct. Then what? Then suppose now I tell you your Aadhaar number. Aadhaar number. What will you say? You have only a single Aadhaar number. So you will say, okay, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Then I say your PAN number. Whatever. 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. See, do you understand? This is how your personal ID comes like. Right? This is the most properly readable way of your personal information. So this is why we have dictionaries. Okay, now what we will see is how do I get all the keys that are there in a dictionary. Just the list of keys. So there's a method called keys. It gives you the list of keys. What are the keys? How do you get the values of that are there in a dictionary? You use the method values. And how do you get the key value pair that are there in a dictionary? D.items. Now, if you have to loop through a dictionary, when you loop through a dictionary, you need to retrieve the key. You also need to retrieve the value. Correct? So for that, you need to use two iterators now. Key, comma, v in D.items. So D.items returns you like a list of key and value. So you are now looping through both the key and the values. So you are using two iterators. You're saying print if key is k value. List of the yes. So you see, Sachin, now all these data are displayed on separate lines. You separated out the data. This was your question, I guess. Yes, Vakar, it returns a list of data. D.values, Vakar will give only the values. Okay. Now, for you, immediate task is the dictionary that you have created. Loop through the dictionary and print out in a beautifully formatted way the key value combo. As I've done here, you need to practice this. You try this out. Sanskar, V is just, it means it's an iterator. V means I am going to, when I say K comma V, I am saying that this D.items method will return me the key as well as the value of the dictionary. So I need to store each in a iterator, right? So I took stored the key value in K variable and the value in V variable. V means iterator for storing the value. Madina, we have discussed this yesterday. K comma F comma key. Hold on, towards the end of the class, I will tell you again. Please hold on these questions. Yesterday we have discussed. You can also go through the recordings. Okay, no problem, Madina. Please save this question. Last 15 minutes we have for discussions and doubts and queries. So please ask me at that time. Okay? Remind me. Vakar, same here. We have discussed it yesterday why we put in F. But hold on, Madina has this question, so we will discuss it towards the end of the class. Vicky, what is the question? Okay. Guys, what is the question? Can some of you write it down for me? What is the question? Have you understood the question? Okay. So if you're not understanding the question, please ask me immediately, okay? Don't wait. See, I have told you that you have created a dictionary on your own. Right now, you created a dictionary. What I told you is that you need to loop through the dictionary and print out each individual key value pair that is there in the dictionary. Yes, correct. Saket is saying we have to return the corresponding pairs in the dictionary using for loop. Correct, yes. Okay, Sai, you first try this. Whatever you have dictionary you have created, please loop through it and print out each individual key value pair. Then I will show you. Whatever you have created, whatever dictionary you have created, loop through it. Good. Good. Nice, yes. Right, Rajesh. Good. Good, Deepti. Good, Krish. Very good, guys. You are fantastic. Very nice. Keep on the energy coming. Right, Sachin? धमाकेदार हो आप लोग सब. Good, very good. Very good, Madina. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Sai asked me, can I form the telephone number again? Sai, I will do it for you again, but please focus totally here. See, Sai, now what I'm going to do, I am actually creating a dictionary which has got your personal information. What is a personal information? Things like your Aadhaar card number, PAN number, blood group, contact numbers. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So your name, suppose name is Sai. What is your Aadhaar number? Suppose 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. What is your PAN number? Just say 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. What is your telephone number? Now, when I say telephone numbers, nowadays most of us have multiple numbers. Right? Some people have a habit of actually collecting numbers. So suppose you have two numbers. One is a mobile number which you use at your home, and another is a mobile number which you use when you go to college. So mobile number home. Okay. This suppose it is something 98976, whatever. You have another telephone number which is the mobile number that you use at college. See, so you have two numbers. So you're creating a key value pair for them as well. So that is why this becomes a dictionary. not a list, sorry, this becomes a dictionary. This is your personal information. Got it, Sai? How I've created? I hope now you people are confident. Okay, good. I will show you one more thing. You can actually convert a dictionary to a list or a tuple. So if I do like this, list bracket D, so what happens? It gives me only the name, Aadhaar number, PAN number, telephone numbers. Can you tell me why did it do so? Why did it give me only the key values? Why did it give me only the key values? Okay. Yes, you people are trying. Somebody is saying that because it shows only key values, not sub values, because it don't include numerics. Key values are immutable. Okay. You're close by. See what happens? A dictionary, when it is called for typecasting and all, see, as we said, remember the function funda is that always a dictionary is accessed through the keys. So the keys are like the face of the dictionary. So that is why if I give just list and typecast the list, the dictionary to a list, then I will get just the list of keys. But if I do this, then I will get you see, a list of tuples. Because d dot items gives me both the key value pair. And so it is a typecasted. So this is now typecasted into a list tuples. Now, if I typecast it to tuple, then you will get a tuple of tuples. Yes, not D values. If you want to access key values, Bhavya, it will come just like that anyway. You give D dot keys, it will give you. Okay. नहीं वकर इसमें प्राइवेट का कंसेप्ट नहीं है बट फंडा वही है कि आप एक्सेस करते हो की के जरिए okay I mean values yes correct D of keys Bhavya then okay right so this is done next what next is we will take a quick short break it's 8:05 nearly so till 8:15 we will have a break okay in which you can finish you can refresh yourself or you can also go through the concepts that I've taught think over it try to internalize it I'm also going out to catch a cup of coffee. I need that boost. So pardon me, I will be back soon. You can paste your questions in the meanwhile if you have any. Okay, I am back and I'm just taking a few of your questions. Okay, Ganesh writes that. Okay. Ganesh, look at the PAN number. What you have given is alphanumeric, right? So this is a string. So you need to give a quote, single quote, and or double quote, whatever it is. You're given a string without quotes. That is why you are getting a error. Change it, you will get the proper answer. Okay, let's reconvene. Let's focus back onto our topic now. All eyes on my screen. Now we will understand another data type, which is called a zip, object type rather, I will say. Now I'm giving you a use case like this. Suppose you have pulled out from two different tables in your database the names of three persons and their respective ages. Suppose the name is stored in table 1 and ages are stored in table 2. Now the names you have stored in a tuple called tuple underscore names, and the ages you have stored in another tuple called tuple underscore age. Is my use case clear till here? My problem statement, have you followed? Suppose you have a database where you have the details of a person's name stored, and in another table you have that person's age stored. For whatever reason, you are not storing in one table. Now the first tuple that you've created is with the names of these people. The second tuple you've created with the ages of these people. Now you want to stitch them together into a name age combo. So the way to do it, there's a function called as zip name underscore age. If you use the zip function, built-in function, it creates a zip object. So you need to give tuple names, comma, tuple age. So you see, it shows you this is zip object at whatever. See, this is a memory location. It's saying there's a zip object at memory location, so and so. Now, if you want to retrieve it, you can do it in two ways. One is you can typecast it into a list or tuple or dictionary. Once you do that typecasting, the zip as if it's unzipped and all the contents are emptied off. So to give you an example, suppose dict of name and age, then I do dict. Okay. Now if I try to access this zip again, suppose I want to say list of name underscore age, I will typecast the zip object as a list. Now you see what happens is it will give me a blank list because there's no more any content over here inside the zip object. It's totally emptied. Okay, so once you zip and you typecast it, the contents are lost. You have to unzip it again. Literally what has happened is you have actually unzipped it. So I will create the zip object again. Now I will loop through this object just as I had looped through a dictionary. I can use two iterators over here called key and value, and zip name age. Here no items and all is needed. Can just give print format key is. So this is how a zip object works. Now zip object is there in part 2 of your PDFs. You can check the part 2, it's there. I'm just telling you. So it's all there. Whatever I have told you till now, it's all there. You start going through the PDFs properly and try to correlate. Now zip is done. One more thing important that I need to tell you, and which some of you had asked me at the beginning of these sessions, is that how do you get input values dynamically? So in user, you need to have an option wherein the user enters a value. Suppose user is asked to enter the user's name. Okay, so name. So the function that we use for getting an user input is known as input and it asks, it has a prompt associated. You can prompt like this, please enter your name. And you see it will prompt you like this. Say Abhay. So it takes the input and stores it into this name data type. By default, this input function always returns things as a string. So if you have, suppose, something called as an age, and you say age input, please enter your age. So what you need to do over here is, before getting the return value from the input function, typecast it. What type of object it is? It's an integer class. No, I'm not on mute. I'm speaking. Does anybody else feel that I'm on mute? Are you able to hear me, all of you? Okay, Bhavya, please check your connection. Others are able to hear me. Okay, thank you guys for the confirmation. Thank you. Thanks. Bhavya, please check your connection. Maybe there's a network connection issue. No, Saket, we don't need. That's the difference here with C or C++. You don't need scanf or getchar, etc. here. Just there's one simple input. Now. I've told you list comprehension, told you tuples dictionary, I've told you. Okay, I will tell you the loop control statements. I've told you inputs. Now I will tell you the loop control statements. And even before that, we have discussed the if-else conditions, right? You're clear with it, you have understood it, you have in fact programmed it also. So apart from the if-else, there's one more condition called elif, means else if. It's like this. Suppose I give you an example that if, suppose, okay, you write a program. What will you write? Write a program which gets the age of a user. If the user's age is less than what? Less than equal to 13, print that the user is a child. Else if, please pay attention to my screen, hear what I am telling you. Else if the user's age is greater than 13 and lesser than 18 years, print that the user is a teenager. For any other condition, print that the user is an adult. Now, please don't enter negative ages and all. Don't do all those because we haven't gone till that stage. Is my question clear to all of you? Please increase font size. Okay, thank you for telling me that. I will try to increase my font size. I understand it's not very visible to you, so I will try to increase my font size. I think this is much better now, and you should be able to see it properly. Okay, so what is the program? You are getting the age of an user, and you are writing 3 blocks of code. One is an if, one is an elif, the third is an else. If, elif, and else. And you are going to use the comparison operators. Remember the comparison operators we had done? Comparison operators and logical operators. You will have to put up both these two conditions. Comparison operators and logical operators. Yes, I'm showing the question. I'm sending it in chat box to all of you. I'm just telling you the concept properly. Write a program which gets the age of an user. Program to get the age of an user. Okay, many of you have started sharing the answer. Very good. Okay, good, all of you. You have got the flow of the program. Very good. You have understood the exact requirement. I'm happy to see that you're responding properly. Run it and check. Very good. Somebody's even put in the breaks and all. Good, Saket. Not the breaks, but break statement, which is our next topic. Okay, a minute more and then we will start with the next topic. Please finish off if you're trying, or otherwise I will show you age end. We have done already, enter your age, so I'm not entering again. So now my statement is if age is greater than 0 and age less than equal to 13, print hola, you are a child. And what elif? Now next condition is elif, else if, okay, age is greater than 13 and age less than 18. What? Print namaste, you are a teenager. Else what? If neither of these two work, else print hello young adult. You are an adult. And this is how an LF works. Now closely associated with loops and these loop control and these if-else blocks, there are 3 loop control statements. We have seen one yesterday when we wrote the program. It was pass. Okay. Today we will have a better look at these 3. Now suppose I am going through a loop. Suppose I am looping through a range of numbers from 0 to 10, 0 to 9, basically 10 numbers, and I am saying that if the numbers are even, what do? Just skip it. Don't do anything. Don't print out anything. Just skip the loop. Go back to the beginning of the loop. Okay. So that is one scenario that I may encounter. Otherwise, suppose what happens? Suppose I'm looping through a range of numbers and okay, let's take that case. Yesterday we were discussing while true. Remember that scenario? So it was setting up an infinite loop. So today we will see how to break it off so that I will get a condition. I will set up a condition. Suppose something like this, that I'm setting up an infinite loop in which I am incrementing an iterator from 0 to 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever. The moment the iterator reaches a value, say 20, I will break off from the loop. Means I will stop this loop. I will terminate this infinite loop. That is one more scenario. Okay. And the third is, suppose I have written a piece of code and till now I don't know what to put in. I have written, suppose, an if condition, and I don't have an idea what I should put into that if condition till now. It may be that I know that there's an if condition that has to be put into this code, but under that if condition, what are the sequences that the program has to execute? I'm not sure. What are the steps that the program has to execute? I'm not sure. So in such cases, I can use the loop control statement called pass. That means pass tells it that, okay, it tells the interpreter that just go through this block of code. Don't do anything. Don't worry. There are no codes, I know. Don't worry. We will put in code over there. Okay, this is what pass does. So let us look at these 3 conditions. The first condition that we will do is that while true. So ITR equals to 0. While true, so we are setting up an infinite loop. Now how do I break out of it? I say print f. So suppose I'm calculating the square of the iterator value. ITR squared value is now what ITR, again I put in that assignment operator that we have done yesterday, true. But now here my condition is if ITR equals to 20, break. So terminate the loop now. So you see what it did, it calculated. Okay, let me make it easier for you. I will say that what is the value? Value of iterator is ITR. That value is okay, so it's gone into infinite loop. Okay, the problem was, see, ITR I hadn't reset to 0. You understand? So it was, what it was doing is, it had stopped last time at 19, or it had actually gone till, see, where does it start this time? It had started at 20. The value was 20. So when it came into the iterator, it entered into the while loop, it became 21 first. So that is why when I said if ITR equals to 20, this condition was not being met. So this turned into an infinite loop. So I will reset the loop iterator value again to 0 and run the program. So now if I give a while true over here, so it goes till 19, from 0 to 19, and it breaks out the moment it becomes 20. Now you can actually see what problem happened last time. If I print ITR, the value is now 20. Got it? So this is break. Yeah, I will repeat again. No worries. See, break basically means it breaks off from a loop. It stops the execution of the loop, it terminates it and closes it off. Here, if you see this case, while true, it's an infinite loop. So what I'm doing, I'm printing the square of the iterator value, the square value of the iterator. What is the iterator? It's just a variable which I'm incrementing one by one. I'd initially set it to 0, and this value I'm going in incrementing by 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. Only condition is that I need to come out of the loop. No, otherwise this is an infinite loop. I say that if this variable becomes 20, then break the loop and come off. Okay. So when I did this, it stopped the execution. You see what would have happened. You can understand it better if I put in a condition like this. While true, okay. Break is what you do is print I, no break till now. And to maintain sanity, I'm reducing it to not 20 but 10. So okay. So you see this line statement, it prints the first value, print f value of iterator is so, squared value is 0. Then it increments this variable by 1. It checks whether this variable is 10. It is not. So it comes to the next line, which is high, no break till now. Goes on printing it. But see, the moment the iterator, the variable took the value, became 10, you see, it didn't even come till this print statement again. High, no break till now. It directly closed the loop, came out. This is what break does. Okay, got it? Understood it? Break? Are you clear with break? Fine. If you're clear with break, let us go to the next loop control statement, which is continue. Okay. In continue, what happens? It doesn't complete the loop, but what happens? It goes back to the beginning of the loop. So what it does, it doesn't continue the entire execution, rest of the execution, but it doesn't break out. To give you an example, while true, okay. So ITR, suppose, let me reset it to 0. ITR is to 0. And then what? Now I say no break. So if I say, suppose if ITR, let's say LF, okay. Let's say ITR equals to say 3. In that case, what I will do, I will say continue. Now what happens is, let me draw it for you. In such cases, what will happen, it will actually come here and go back to the beginning of the loop rather than coming out from the loop. It won't come out. It will go back to the beginning of the loop. So you look at this loop now. You see, the moment 3 happened, value of iterator is 3, squared value is 9. Continue. I know break till now. Iterator is 1. TR equals to 3. Okay, yeah. So you see this 2 line number, this line, concentrate at this line. Value of iterator is 2, squared value is 4. Okay, so what happened? Once the square was done, iterator became, the value became 2 plus 1, which is 3. So it came to this elif condition. Iterator was 3. So what happened? It said continue. So it went back again, print. Value of iterator is now 3, squared value is 9. You see, so this line, print high, no break till now, is not printed. Okay, let me try to draw this out for you properly. Give me a moment. I will draw a algorithm diagram, a box diagram, which we also call, and show you how what's the difference between a break and a continue. So I have opened a flowchart. See, suppose this is the loop starts. Okay, is the value equal to 5? If it is yes, suppose if it is yes, what you do is you stop the year. Okay, loop ends. Loop ends. Okay, yes, then the loop ends. That's it. If no, what? Print the next set of statements. And in the case of if the value, let's say, let's take this again, another flow diagram. Is the value equal to 3? Now, if the value was equal to 3 and the condition was yes, what happens is that it actually goes back to the beginning of the loop. Okay, not to the loop ends. It goes back to the beginning of the loop. That is exactly what is happening. With continue, what happens? The flow goes back from, how can I draw this? From here to here. Okay. And with break, what happens is that it goes from here to totally out of the loop. It stops it. Okay, so that's the subtle difference between the break and continue. Any questions on this topic? Are you clear with the while loops and for loops now? Are you comfortable with the loop control statements, which are continue, break, and the pass? Okay, Lakshmi, I will answer your question. Okay, we are towards the last 15 minutes of the class, so I'm going to open the sessions for your questions. Okay, so okay, so we will continue for 2-3 more minutes. So I have finished off with the inputs, with the loop control statements, with dictionary, with tuples. I will quickly introduce you to the concept of functions, and then we will start with the questions for today. Okay, till then, please hold your horses, stay still, focus, and save your questions for me for the last 10-15 minutes. Okay, so functions, as I've said, we have explained this also before to you, that functions is something is that which takes an input and gives an output. So all that we did here before, if this thing is to be run again and again, it is easy for me if I put it in a function, something like this, def loop. And I don't have any input here. Only thing I do is, suppose at the beginning, I set the iterator to 0. So it doesn't have a input, neither does it have an output. It just has a series of statements. Okay, so now if I run this, every time I run it, see those same set of statements are repeated again and again. Okay, so this actually saves me a lot of time and energy. I don't have to pull this code blocks again and again and run it. In fact, I can save these functions as I've shown you. You can open a new file, you can save it here, and whenever you just need to run this function, you can call it, open that file, and as you know, run F5 and the function will be run automatically. So you can save it like this and just open the file and the function is always there for you. Okay, so function saves you the overhead of repeating a task again and again. So functions, as I've said, also they can have inputs. Let's say you need to calculate the area of a circle. Area of circle. So what do you need here? You need the radius of the circle, and that is the input, and you can return back. Now the return is a keyword, which means return back to the caller the value of the area of the circle. Okay, so I say let's say 3.142 into r exponentiation 2. If I call the area of a circle now, I can call this function again and again, and I can pass various values as radius, and I will get the output. So this return statement over here is returning back the computed area of the circle. Okay. So we will close off the class here for today. Tomorrow we will continue with the functions. So topics for tomorrow will be functions. We will finish our functions. We will see various interesting topics like lambda functions, filter, map, reduce, etc. We will understand how functions can be defined. We have seen that today. We will discuss that in more details, how functions you will create functions, you will define functions and call them. So the first thing that we did was to define the function. So when I say def area of circle, I defined a function. It's like naming you. And after that, I call this function. It's like you have a name, you were named, And when I only call you by that name, you will respond to me, right? Otherwise, you won't respond to me. So after defining the function, you will have to call the function. Otherwise, if you just define and keep it, you won't get any output. Okay, so we will write a few functions together tomorrow. We will see lambda functions. We will cover map, filter, reduce, and then we will take up the concepts of namespaces. Okay, modules and namespaces. Okay. Good. So thank you so much for being so patient. Thank you for trying. Thank you for coding along with me. I really appreciate your efforts. Okay, now I am opening the the sessions. Thank you, Abdur. Thank you, Azmat. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, Madina, I'm coming to the F key. See, Madina, F is basically, it's called as a formatting operator. What it does is something like this. Suppose I say that, pay attention over here. Some of you have a problem, I understand. Print. Okay. Say my name is, comma, Madina. It will print, correct, Madina? But if I want to say Madina is my name, Madina is a nice name. If I want to print like this, my name Madina is a beautiful name. I can't do this very easily. I have to do I have to put it in a very complex way. So the F means what? Formatting. It allows you to place your variable in any point. Okay, like any point when I say, I am going to put the name Madina at the middle of the string. My name Madina. Now, in your case, you can say, sir, I could have put this any which ways, because Madina, I can put at the beginning of the string, at the middle, at the end. Yeah, I say that that is correct. But what if this was a dynamic name? Suppose you're looping through a list and pulling out the names and putting them. Could you have hard coded a name and put it there at the middle? You couldn't have, right? So in that case, you can use this string formatting to print out the strings with a very in a very beautiful way. Okay, Madina is not defined. I will, because this is not a variable. What I will do, rather, I will create a list of names. List of names. First to say Madina, Honey, say Firoz. Now I will loop through this list of names and I will print it out in this format. My name so and so is a beautiful name. So what do I do for ITR in list of names? I'm not using list comprehension. Print. Now if I put it this way, my name so and so ITR. See, this is the variable. So I put it now in the middle. Is a beautiful like you had in printf, no, you had that percentage f and all that string formatting basically to put dynamically the names and all. So this is what we are doing here. Okay, Mani, you remember it. Very good. I will tell you the cheap method. No problem. Kishore, can you please give the link, attendance link to them again? Madina, are you clear? Were you able to follow what the F does? Formatting operator does? Lalita, answer should be compile and compiler, sir. If yes, suggest the compile in which we should compile. I'm not very clear with your question. What compiler? What compiler? I really didn't answer your question. Are you speaking of the IDE that I'm using? Yes, Apekshit, indented error means spacing error. That's correct. That indentation. Saket, if age and age less than equal. Saket, share with me the entire code. Yeah, I will tell you that. Thanks, Krish. Okay, now Money, this one is for you. Now, what do I have to do to clear of the screen in a way? So, cheap way. Range, suppose 200. Money, that's the cheap way that I had in mind. Swati, download PDFs from dashboard. No. Which one again, Sachin? Blank, okay. By default, the input is taken as char or string, but in functions. No, Vajahat, in function, see the input function returns by default a string. That's the characteristic of the input function. The function that I have not written over here, that is basically my own function. Got it? That is my function, which returns int. It's obviously it's an integer. Okay, in the input function, they probably would have written the function in such a way they will hard code it always with a, they will typecast it with a string and return back. Okay. How to stop infinite loop? Infinite loop, Prasanna. Okay, I will try this. I don't know if what I'm signing it up for. Control C. This sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't work. Okay. Actually, Saket, your condition is wrong. If age and range 1 to 100, okay, age and range 1 to 100 and age less than 30, okay, you're a child. So let me see what you have done with the code. What is the problem? Could you run this in your shell? Okay. Let me see what he has done. For those who were asking me, how do you actually work with user input? This is how we work. Again, I'm telling you. Range to 100 and age, what is it that you had? And age lesser than equal to 30. Lesser than equal to 30. Lesser than equal to 30. So what's your problem over here? It is accepting values greater than 100. Okay. How do you say it's accepting values greater than 100? How did you come to this conclusion? Yeah, you are a child. Let me work this out. Age and range range 1, 100. This is your condition age less than. Let me say else print hello, you're an adult. Age in 20, okay. Let me say age equals to 0. Now let me see what I have done. What is age now? 0. Age less than equal to 0 and age greater than equal to 13. Age less than. If this is what is the case, you understand what the problem here is? See, Saket, the problem here is age and range 1 to 100, it will become a continuous loop again. You have to set this up as a loop. Whenever you give a range to 100, you have to set this up as a for loop. You can't put it just like that in an if. Got it? That is why you are facing these errors. Yes, somebody has set it up correctly. Namita has set this up correctly for I in range age. Yes, this will work. You're getting error, print your child. Range age doesn't work, my dear. Range 0 to something. See, range function takes some value, a starting value, a ending value. Age, how will it answer? Understand? So you have to set a range of values. Suppose you say what range, so 100, what Saket was trying to do. This will work. Range age, it's from 0 to 0 in my case. Probably in your case, you have not even initialized anything within for age. Can somebody please send the attendance link? Kishore, can you send the attendance link? Guys, why don't you save the attendance link? Okay, anybody, any other question, any other problem? Okay, attendance link is shared. Amar has shared. Please save it. Amar, is this attendance link constant? Can they save it from next day? Then they can use it.
It's different every day.
It's same, right, Amar?
No, attendance link is different every day.
Okay, different every day. Okay, fine. I think they had given it once at 8:30, so you would have missed out. Okay, what was the question? Vakar had. Okay, Sachin, def blank R, return. All right, here in range R. What is the R over here, Sachin? What is the R that you're sending? Again, R, you see, how will Python understand what is this R? Range needs a number. So it generates a range of numbers till that value. Okay, Saket, what is the question here? Sachin, that is why range you have given R. How will it understand what is R? You need to give a number, no? Go through the range documentation. You will understand it. Last part. Okay, Saket, I don't want to answer this. You try this on your own. It's like the way yesterday we understood now how you can access a nested loop within a loop. Similarly, how do you access a nested dictionary? You just need to give the semester 1 Okay, the key of the nested dictionary. That should work for you. Thank you, Ms. Ba. Nikhil Books says, Nikhil had suggested quite a few sites to you people on the day one. Don't know if I still have this. No, I don't have it. So you can take these. This is a very good site, programmis.com. Yes, Programmis. You can take Geek for Geeks. You can take w3schools.com. If a function doesn't have a return statement, is it valid? Yes, Guggi, it is absolutely valid. Swapnil, the LMS people will inform you when SQL starts. Sachin, see what you are doing, what you can do. I understand the thing you're trying to say. So you can do like this. Suppose this is your area of circle. Okay. Yeah. So what you can do, you can set up like this for ITR in range, say 20. Can now call the circle every time area of circle function within this for loop. So this will work for you. This is how you need to set up. Okay, just don't give range R. Range R, it will not understand. R is just some junk value maybe. Thank you so much, Saket. Thank you, Sachin. Saket, you try this. Whatever I have told you, try it. If I tell you, we will not understand. Try it. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow opening time, 5 minutes that we discuss, we can have your doubt again discussed. Okay. Thank you, Mani. Thank you, Misbah. How can I share you what I can do in my laptop? Please tell me. Misbah, I'm not sure what you want to share with me. You want to share your code with me? Thank you, Nabil. Thank you, Namita. Thank you so much. You people have been wonderful. Thanks to your rocking energy. Thank you, Rishita. Thank you very much. Okay, there was one person who was asking me about compiler. If you're still there, can just tell me, Lalit, I think you were asking me what compiler. See, Lalita, I haven't understood your question, to be very honest. So that is why I asked you, what is your question? What do you mean by compiler? In Python, we are not using anything separately called compiler. Okay, Python does it internally. Can you please write down your question coherently so that I can give you an answer? Okay, I think would have dropped off. Anyway, good night. Thank you, everybody. We meet again tomorrow. New session, more interesting topics to come. Okay, thanks a lot, everybody. Take care, stay well, keep on practicing. Good night. Thank you, Matam. Good night, everybody.
Amar, I'm ending the session.
Yes, Technology, please.